Yo, what's good, y'all, family? Hey, today we're gonna talk about how to master the art of detachment. Now, I'm gonna be 100% in this video, like totally transparent. The root of all your problems, 9 times out of 10, is some form of attachment, bro. Now, I know you may have heard that and something in you, because sometimes when we hear a kind of counter to what we're going through or someone else's perspective, it kind of shifts us. And sometimes it shifts us to go ego rather than shifts us to be open-minded. Now, what I meant by that was everybody does different things. But 9 times out of 10, we're human beings. So a numerous amount of us are doing the same shit. There are specific people that wake up, jack off, drink, smoke, scroll on social media. Those addictive habits, right? Do you think that you would be doing those things if they weren't attractive? Do you really think you would be doing these things and you think that they would have such a control over you if you didn't have some form of a liking to them? Probably not, right? Why do you think so many people can be fat, sick, unknowledgeable, overall just their lowest version? And why do you think there's so many people that can do that, but there's literally probably a 10 to 20% of people that can be their highest version or choose to be their highest version? The answer to that question is because there is an attachment. And what I mean by attachment, bro, I think when we hear attachment, we think relationship or we think some form of past. Like, no, bro, it doesn't have to just be a significant other. It doesn't even have to just be a family member, whatever it is, right? You can be attached to a lot of things and not even know about it. And this could be causing your suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you are able to be your highest version and not be attached to nothing. Literally. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying to be cold. I'm not saying to be heartless. I'm not saying none of that bullshit. What I'm saying is when you attach yourself to something, attach yourself to a stature, meaning I'm attaching myself to who I am and who I see in the mirror. Meaning that if my habits do not reflect the individual that I see in the mirror, then what am I doing? So this is what I mean when I say people have an attachment issue. You don't have a drinking issue, bro. You don't have a smoking issue. You don't have a porn issue. You have an attachment issue. When you watch porn, your brain literally creates a new neural pathway, which is why it's so hard to break the neural pathway. It's kind of like if I'm forming a chain that's like fencing a building, it's going to be hard for me to cut that chain with my bare hands because first of all, it's a fucking metal chain. And I built this shit probably for a long time. And now it's grounded. So this is what I mean when I say, bro, like, you are your habits. This is why a lot of individuals who are not living the life they are living have terrible fucking habits. And now when they realize that they're not doing what they want to do, they become a victim when in all actuality, you just have to self-analyze and check yourself and say, okay, if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, if I know that I'm supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing, then maybe that's the root of all my problems is me. We always put everything on everyone else. We always place the blame on everyone else. How about you take accountability for what the fuck you're doing, my G, and say, hey, I'm fat as shit because I ain't been in the gym this year like that. I'm not getting the choosing signals that I may want to be getting from women because I'm just not putting that work in and I'm not going hard every day. I have yet to let go of my trauma. So this is why I keep attracting that in women and in different business. Like, no matter what it is, bro, if you walking in that, you're going to attract that in everything. This is why people keep getting in toxic relationships and get attached to that emotion and can't let go of that individual or the idea that you've depicted in your head. This is why people have very addictive drug use habits, very addictive alcohol abusing habits, because you have now built an attachment neurologically in your brain. And now you can't go without because you perceive that you can't. So this is what I say, bro, like mastering the art of detachment, and it's really a law of detachment, if I'm being honest. You will be able to become someone that you didn't even know existed. I'm going to just be so honest, bro, because if you mastered the law of detachment, you will realize that you really could be whoever the fuck you want to be. And that's actually the God-given truth. Like, that's actually the truth. It's not some shit that I'm just saying because I'm making a video or some shit that I'm just making up. No, when you master the law of detachment, you'll realize that I can be everything and be attached to nothing. Meaning that I could be in a very successful marriage. I could be in a very loving, caring marriage. But at the same time, I'm not so attached to my partner that it's unhealthy. I'm not so attached to my partner that I don't want them to leave me. I'm not so attached to my partner that, you know, when they do something that I don't like, I get frustrated or, you know, I want to, like, bro, no. That is toxicity, bro. And this is all we know, especially, you know what I'm saying, coming from certain environments, bro, that's all we've seen. So what we perceive with our eyes, we behold to be the truth. But I'm here to let you know, bro, that toxicity is a choice, bro. Being a lame is a choice. Being broke is a choice. Like, being the lowest version of yourself is a choice. All of these things that you are doing is an attachment. You being toxic is a choice, meaning you are attached to toxicity, meaning you'll start seeing that in everything that you do. Being financially unilliterate, like not literate, but unliterate. You feel me? Meaning that everything you do is going against your prosperity. Everything that you are spending is going against you actually increasing your wealth and increasing your monthly income. Everything that you say is tearing you down and not allowing you to build yourself up as the God and goddesses, you feel me, that we all are today. I know you feel what I'm saying, bro, because you clicked on this video because in your head, you know, I need to master the law of my life. I need to master the law of being able to be the highest version of myself, being able to be a loving, caring individual, but at the same time, not giving a fuck. Like, I want you to know, bro, that the healthiest thing that you could ever do on this existence of plane is being the highest version of yourself, being your authentic self, but still not giving a fuck. And what I mean by not giving a fuck is not giving a fuck about what nobody got to say, not giving a fuck about how they feel, not giving a fuck about their perception of you, because these are things that are out of your control. When you start focusing on things that you can control and you mold your life to start moving around that, you will start seeing you grow. Like, bro, your rate of growth will just start shooting through the fucking roof. Because what you now realize is, instead of you being a victim, instead of you feeling like, okay, if I do this, then someone will feel like this, or if I do that, then somebody will also feel like that, you'll not, bro, you just won't care. And you'll just walk in your divine purpose as a man or a woman, and you'll realize that, bro, I am the highest version of myself. Like, when you speak life into yourself, when you speak positivity over yourself, when you pray over your food, you know what I'm saying? When you in the gym, when you doing what you're supposed to be doing, you'll realize, bro, that I have no attachment to anything, but I am everything. I am the most intelligent man that I could be. I am the most attractive man that I could be. I am the most financially literate man that I can be. You feel me? I am the most physically, like, it don't matter, bro. You feel me? It's just you speaking life over yourself. We haven't been taught to speak life over ourselves because society wants us to be at our lowest level. Society wants us to be our most docile. Society wants us to talk about things that have nothing to fucking do with us. Talk about entertainment and et cetera, et cetera. How about we focus on each other? Focus on each other. I'm focused on my goals. I'm focused on my destination. I'm focused on what I have to do. This will help you in relationships. This will help you when you bear a child. This will help you in your position as a businessman, in your position at your 9 to 5, in your position to be able to be an entrepreneur. Whatever you want to do, learning that the best thing to do is to have no attachment, bro. And I know this shit sounds easier said than done, but in your heart, bro, you know that the only thing that's holding you back is you. You know at the end of the day, the only thing that's holding you back from really accomplishing what you want to accomplish is you. It could be fear of actually going up. It could be fear of you actually doing the right thing. Because sometimes, bro, we come from environments where all we see is what we see. So as I just stated earlier, bro, you have to reprogram your brain to start speaking success, seeing wealth, seeing good health. And now what will happen is you are becoming your manifestation. You are your manifestation. So when you manifest, it doesn't feel wrong. When you manifest, it doesn't feel like, oh, I don't believe what I'm saying. You are the embodiment of the manifestation. So you know what you're saying is to be true. You know going forward, you will go 100% in the gym. You know going forward, you will go 100% in your tracking, in your planning, in your grouping, and whatever you need to do to power drive your business, power drive your health, power drive your success, power drive whatever you want to do, because it's all you. This is your reality, bro. This is your video game. This is your movie scene, whatever. It's just you, bro. It's just you. And you get to experience this thing we call life with everybody else. But at the same time, you are going in your lane. You are in your scene. You are in your seats. You are in your practice. So, like I said, bro, I didn't want to hold y'all up too long, bro. But mastering the law of detachment helped me to be able to be a successful businessman. Helped me to be able to help people around the world. Helped me to be able to have a successful relationship. Helped me to be able to turn my overthinking into a superpower and actually realize that my analytical aspect and grasp over life is why I'm doing what I'm doing today. It's not a negative, it's a superpower. It's a fucking positive. So this is what I say, bro, like, keep finding yourself. Keep molding yourself. Keep speaking life into yourself. Keep being the best individual that you can be, bro. We all make mistakes. We all fuck up. But at the end of the day, you have to now realize that everything is now in your hands. When you start seeking accountability and jotting down what you're doing, you'll start to realize that if you put the position of you getting to where you're going on you, you won't be able to be a victim anymore. When you put the positioning of you getting to the NBA or you becoming a successful YouTuber, you becoming a successful artist, you put that sole responsibility on you. Not your mom, not your girlfriend, not the homies, none of that. You put it on you. And God shows you more of who you are every day. You'll realize that you're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. No matter your habits, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you're doing, you're exactly where you need to be because you're going along the journey. So this is what I mean, bro. You ain't your habits. Your porn habits, your drinking habits, your smoking habits, it's all mental. What makes you want to do that? What makes you want to go pick up the bottle, or what makes you want to roll up? Because it makes you feel good, right? You have an attachment to it. So to break the attachment, you have to want to be a better version of yourself. You have to want to reprogram yourself. You have to want to relearn and unlearn the things that you have previously learned to be better. That's all, bro. Don't make this life shit harder than what it has to be, bro. Don't make this life shit harder and what it has to be. Simplify your life. Group, plan, execute. Group, plan, execute. Group, plan, execute every day to be able to execute and be the highest version of yourself. Every day you wake up is another box check of growth, another box check of execution, another box check of you being the highest version of yourself in this current moment. Love y'all, man. I'm out.